I first met Tracy when I was a seminarian, probably 28 years ago, and Pope John Paul II was coming to the United States, and as a part of that visit, we were preparing to go up to Giant Stadium, and she was covering all of the seminarians going up. And I remember the conversation with her. She was just so energetic about us going to see the Pope. To be honest with you, she was probably more energetic than we were about leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning to go up to Giant Stadium, and that's where I first encountered her. One of my favorite memories, I've known Tracy for obviously many years, but one of my favorite times in our friendship and our relationship was right after the death of, I'm sorry, let's take that back. One time that really sticks out in our relationship was after the resignation of Pope Benedict. Tracy was sent by NBC to cover the transition of Pope Benedict leaving and the time in between and the election of Pope Francis. And every morning for probably 10, 12 days, I would be in the NBC studio at 4 o'clock in the morning. And Tracy and I would lead the morning news together about what was going on in Rome and how to interpret that back. And it was just so much fun and so much enthusiasm. And Tracy's one of those type of people that can make 4 o'clock in the morning interesting and 4 o'clock in the morning enticing for people to be alert and awake. So those days in between, we've had many, we've traveled together, we've done so much, but those days stand out so much as a memory of great excitement and once again, her joy in being able to bring that exciting news to the people back in Philadelphia was a great memory for me. If you ever get an email from Tracy, and there's a lot, in her signature there's a key line that I think all of us pay attention to, here to serve. That is at the center of her family life. I know her family. It's at the center of her friendships and certainly her work in this Delaware Valley. She is truly somebody who shows up. I know in times of transition in my own life, in different projects here around the parish, she's somebody who shows up, and she's there to do whatever you need at that moment. She opens her door in hospitality. She opens her heart in love. She truly means those. Sometimes we put quotes at the end of our electronic signatures and we put different things. Those few words are truly emblematic of the person that she is. She is here to serve. And I think it's, I don't know what inspired her to put that, but for me, as a man of faith and her as a woman of faith, I think it flows from those words of Matthew's gospel. Whatsoever you did to the least of my brothers and sisters, you did for me. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me drink. And she is truly that person, no matter what it is. And sometimes I have to say to Tracy, how did you get involved in this project or this need or this cause? Somebody asked, and she responded. Tracy's compassionate. She's compassionate. And from that flows a passion to serve others, a passion to bring about change for others, for them to see their own goodness, for them to know that they are also meant to and empowered to bring about good. She's changed many people's lives, not just through her professional life, but through her interactions, how she's entered into the realm of retreat directing and spiritual direction, and how she's helped people to come in a compassionate way for people to understand their potential and to know that they're loved by God and to know that they have so much to offer themselves. That only comes from a compassionate person, for us to be able to see that we have that within us. Whenever you point out some of Tracy's characteristics in life, her compassion, her love, her desire to serve, her goodness, she'll just say, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm about. She's not somebody who will take will change it all by this award. With all due respect to what you're honoring her with, she will get up tomorrow morning and continue the work that she has set out to do, that she truly believes in her heart that God wants her to do, to bring about good in the world, to bring about good in people's lives, to change people's lives, to change systems so that people come to know that we must respect one another and live in that honor. That's how she'll use it. But yesterday is no different from today, and tomorrow will be the same for Tracy Davidson. She's just a woman of compassion. The character of a person, the goodness of a person like Tracy Davidson is that she is the same when lights and cameras are on her, and she's the same sitting in a restaurant. Many times we've traveled together, we've had so much fun over the years together, and she's just as interested in the busboy in a restaurant as she is in the people she was interviewing in Rome during the election of Pope Francis. She's just as interested in what somebody did in one day that might just be checking her out in the supermarket as she is in the leaders of our city that she interviews. The true and honest person is the person that is the same when everybody's looking and when nobody's looking at all. Tracy's that person. She's on camera, the same person that she is sitting in a restaurant having a nice dinner, and just as interested and compassionate with everyone she encounters.